Hey man, how goes it?
What's up? Oh,
Haven't logged in a few days. You
yes,
good?
man, yeah, you listen or see anything about opening night?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
Good,
Is
good
it?
show.
Was it?
Solid
Okay.
show.
Okay. Good.
Just like, oh man, great opener.
Okay.
Not, I mean,
Good.
you know.
That's good. Yeah, I had an insane day yesterday, as I was talking about. But I was thinking about the show, and I was wondering how big it was, and how big did it go, and I was a little bit lamenting about, not a little bit, kind of a lot lamenting about not being able to make it, but it was okay. I was entertained. And dude, I found. I don't want to. I want to hear what were your overall impressions besides like good show. Give me. Like. Should I just say I don't care? Should we just get into it and just we can look at the set list and talk about it and just go for it? I don't care. It's fine.
Oh, doesn't matter to me. I mean,
Okay, let's do it.
I think it was like a good show, like just like a good show.
Okay, shall I pull up the set
Like
list so we can have a look at it?
no bust outs, no debuts, like just like a great first night.
Um,
I'm trying to think of what would be like the highlights. They jammed back on the train, like went off for like 15 minutes or something. It's like that one if that's the highlight.
the
Like the song that
train.
never Yeah, like the song that never gets jammed got taken out for a walk, like pretty like way out there. And you're like, man, what the hell song was this? And we're like, wait, was this back on the train? And they're like, oh, they never jammed back on the train.
Took me a long time to get back on the train. I love that song. Took me
Man, it
a
was
long
nice.
time.
And
Yeah,
then
that's a
man, yeah,
great.
and then they did "If I Could," which is always just like
Oh
like it has a
man,
nice quiet
wonderful,
part, and you're just like,
wonderful.
oh man, yeah.
I love the Take me
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
to another place. Hold on, take me to another town. Take me where the whispering breezes lift me up to now. What is the lyric I'm looking for?
I'm
Maybe it's if I. I can't remember what it
drifting,
is.
melting into nothing,
I think I might be.
floating on run me and put me on a
It's the
float me
first.
on
It's the first line on the second
float me
verse.
on the cloud.
Yeah.
Stay with me till
Stay
time.
with me till time turns over. I freaking love that lyric. Stay
That's
with
nice. Want
me
to feel
till
my feet,
time turns over.
feet,
That's when
feet.
Alison Krauss, I think, comes in. She comes in and sings on that lyric.
Oh, on what's on
Yeah,
hoist?
on the
Hoist,
harmony. Yeah, on Hoist. Yeah, Hoist.
man,
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. What
it's
a
real good,
lovely
man.
little thing. Yeah, I always think of it as a Page song, but it's a Trey tune. Trey sings it. It sounds like a
Trey
Page
sings
tune,
it.
doesn't it? Yeah, it's a Trey song.
I'll look it up. Written by Trey. Man, yeah,
It sounds like a strange designy sort of
yeah, interesting.
Page
It kind
tune,
of
but it's
yeah,
a Trey
it's
tune. Yeah,
strange
it's
design.
well suited for Page, but it's a Trey tune.
There's definitely yeah. I mean, don't want to get too granular in defining them, but there are. I feel like there's archetypes of songs. Obviously, right? Like Strange Design or If I Could is not the same type of song as like Santos.
Sure.
Something,
Yeah, I mean the Sweet Ballad
but
is
it's not
amazing.
necessarily totally soft. I guess that's like how granular do you get, right? Like Waste is kind of a ballad too, but it just like rips open at the end. Whereas like Lonely Trip is always, it kind of stays chill the whole time. They're similar in their gentleness. So, you know what I mean?
Right, sure.
Whereas like
Lonely
Sandals
Trip
is
is
balls to the
interesting.
wall.
The
Or
entire Lonely Trip song is just 2 chords. Da da
is it just
da da
I won't
da
give
da
it
da 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 da
those chords the whole
da da
time?
da 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 da. It's just 2 chords the whole song, the entire song. It's just amazing what you can do with 2 chords. It's a 2-chord song, I think. I mean, it's sprinkled in with 6s and 7s and things, but it's basically a 2-chord song.
Yeah, like we had 1 1 4 1 4. Dun, dun,
Um,
dun. Boom,
yeah,
boom,
I was at the record stores yesterday, like hunting for some Phish, but didn't really come up with anything. I saw Bittersweet Motel on DVD.
Oh, that's nice. You shouldn't hunt, you should
Um,
dive. You have to go. It's water-based.
yeah, it was water based.
You should be diving for records.
Um,
Cool.
maybe
Were there any big scores?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, I'll give the breakdown of the day. I want to I want to keep it on Phish for a little bit longer. I want to talk about the show. I've got like 3 different things going on, but I want to log here. But how did the boys look? What were they? How did everybody come out? Were they in full Phish regalia? How was
I
Mike?
didn't.
Well,
I was listening more than
don't recall.
watching,
Okay,
but
okay,
I think partway through
standard.
Mike was sleeveless, I believe. Was
Okay,
wearing,
okay,
had a jacket, and the jacket came off, and he was sleeveless. Page was in a long sleeve. That's about all
okay,
I know. I think Mike was
okay.
sleeveless at some point.
Wait a second. I don't even know where the venue was. I've spaced where it was.
Yeah, that's Seattle.
Seattle.
Some
Okay.
arena, Climate Pledge Arena, which I don't know what that is.
Climate Pledge Arena. I don't know what about it.
Climate Pledge Arena. Let me see if I can find it. Did it used to be called something else, or is it like new Key Arena? Right, it's probably just been renamed. Former names: Washington State Pavilion, Washington State Coliseum. It was called Key Arena from '95 to 2018.
No clue.
But
It's
yeah,
where the
it's like right.
Supersonics played or something. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like right downtown. Basketball, concerts, ice hockey. Man, huh? Opened in 1962. It's an old arena. Man, Seattle. So I love Seattle.
Yeah. How many? What have you done in Seattle?
My grandparents and then my parents both like lived on like the Washington Peninsula for many
Well, you
years.
mentioned that before.
So like countless, I don't even know, countless times I've flown into Seattle, and I had a lot of my LA friends kind of like migrated either to San Francisco or up to Seattle. So I'd always like fly into Seattle, hang out a few days, see friends, do something, and then get on the ferry over to Bainbridge Island and get picked up, and then go up into the peninsula. My parents like lived down the street from my grandparents,
Oh wow.
and then I guess I went up there a couple times on tour also. Yeah, man, it's so cool. It's like just water and mountains, and it's, and on the peninsula, certain spots like it doesn't get all the rain that Seattle gets.
Right.
On
The banana belt. I'm told.
the banana belt. When you're on the right side of the mountain, whatever, Washington.
Right.
What are they called? Olympic
Cascades.
Olympic
Olympic.
Olympic Mountain Range. I want to say it's called,
Okay.
or it's like Olympic
That,
National
that,
Park.
I say because of its sort of latitude, it somehow lends in its remoteness. That somehow lends itself more. This is a silly thing to say, but it somehow lends itself more to the flannelness of the Pacific Northwest. Sort of lends itself a little bit to the Phish sound. That's a silly thing, but I mean,
Okay.
I certainly think the Midwest and, but something about LA, like it just doesn't match LA. It doesn't quite fit into the San Francisco thing, I don't think, or the LA thing, I don't think. For some reason, it's just a little bit crunchy. It's a little too crunchy, a little too, Love and
French.
Light, a little bit too, yeah, a little bit too.
There's
It's
definitely, I
not
mean, I don't.
it's not polished enough. It's not what's the word? It's not something enough is what it is. It's not that it's to something else. It's not like LA enough is what I'm saying for it to be like LA. It's like outside, like it's like that comment that Paige made in that thing. It's like we are not part of this at all. We are not. And when you've lived in LA, I mean, you go there and you can't like escape the sort of like everybody
But there's
looks
also a
great and
million
everybody.
different LAs within LA.
Sure, sure,
I
sure,
mean,
sure,
just
sure.
like Tokyo has a million neighborhoods, and you're like, well, there's Koenji and there's Ginza. They're both in Tokyo. They're night and day, but they're the same city, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
there
true.
are, but I do think climate would be a thing. Like you listen to Brazilian music and you're like, yeah, this sounds like music where you're just like outside with a
Summertime,
shirt off
right.
all year long in the sun, fucking drinking coconuts. Otherwise, you're like, oh, I'm like in the house 6 months of the year, free, like trying to not freeze to death. Like that kind of changes probably how you think about things. So I
Maybe
think it's
that's
like
an interesting
I get the climate, like Seattle. I do get that, and I'm sure there's
right.
a cultural element to like Hollywood and all of that. But
Well, also Hollywood has like one
so cold
season. It's just
summer,
always nice, you know? It doesn't have a climate really. It's just always sunny and 60 or whatever. And
yeah, not
uh
anymore.
you know,
It's
you
like,
well, whatever it is. And you
yeah,
think about like just the conversation we were having a moment ago about like a Billy Breeze versus or If I Could versus like a On the Train. And
right,
maybe an If I Could is sort of a fall or autumn song, you know, and a Get on the Train
yeah.
is kind of a spring song or it's been a long time since it's like we're coming into summer, you know. And
Interesting.
you
Yeah,
got Halloweeny kind of stuff, Frankenstein and Buried Alive. Those are clearly like the winter's coming, you
there's
know,
definitely
winter is
the
coming.
like ice and cold and Halloween.
Right,
And yeah,
right.
it's funny. Yeah,
And then you have like,
yeah, it's like playing Bing Crosby White Christmas in the middle of summer. You're just like, this doesn't quite
yeah, it just don't work. It just doesn't quite work. I
weird.
did
Yeah,
score a couple
climate.
nice records yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, I want to talk about them, but I still want to hear about Fish actually. Did they
I
sound
listened
good?
to
They
a lot.
sounded great. Yeah, they
Oh,
sounded great, right?
they sounded great. There was some like stage gremlins,
Okay.
which is I
On
think kind of
who's
rare. Well, I mean, it was Trey. Trey was playing like the original like Marmar Languedoc. It's got like the
No
third pickup, like the
way.
blonde, like the light colored wood. He's
Wow. I
playing.
want to
He was like,
see
oh, he's playing the
that.
old Languedoc.
Oh, that's
But then he kept having
cool.
like you kept hearing these kind of like pot dust, like crackly, like something was going
Yeah,
on, and he was looking at the amp and like something, but like pushed
that's
like
frustrating.
jammed through it. But it was like, oh man,
Man,
he's changed up the rig again, and he's got the old guitar out.
wow, fun.
That was
I've
cool. It
got
sounded great.
some dust on my pots, on like all my pots, and they're all like I've just and I just like I can't get rid of it. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. Though it's like inside the thing.
Dude.
So I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
you gotta
gotta
just
be
crack them open, like my mixer
okay.
that was just like dead, just opened it up, did like the condensed
Yeah, this
air.
is not even that. This is like, I mean, like I have taken it open. This is like getting as close to it as I can. I need to take the actual attenuator or extensuator or whatever it's called. I need to take that. I don't think it's take apartable. I think I'll
Right.
destroy it if I do. I just need to replace it, or I need to just yeah. There's like
Yeah.
my dad used to spray stuff. Like he used to spray like not air. He used to spray like some cleaner that evaporates, you know, like WD-40, not WD-40, but something. He was like
Huh.
brake cleaner or something on electronics. My dad's kind of electronics electronics and gadget builder and Morse code. He had like a garage filled of transistors and um,
I feel like it's a different type of person that knows Morse code.
yeah, he was kind of he knew about radios. That's where it all came from. He was like he built a bunch of radios.
Yeah,
That was
man.
like one
Marconi.
of his things.
Ham.
Yeah,
Man,
he was
cool.
into I think he
Yeah,
in the 60s, they had in the back of those magazines, you could like order from
the
the
like ham
place and
radio
get
or
them.
whatever it's called. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
not the
yeah,
ham
yeah.
radio. What's it called? There's another kind of
Yeah,
radio.
ham radio, that's it. Shortwave
Yeah.
radio, yeah. Ham wave radio and shortwave radio. And the game was to like get it as far as you could get it to go. Like the way that they did it is you would send somebody your address, dot 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 dot, and then you send them your address. And then they'd send you
Yeah.
a postcard. If you got a postcard from somebody, it would be from
Like, hey, I
somebody
got
who
your
got
transmission.
I got your Morse code. Yeah, exactly. And then you'd send it back, and then it was how far you could be bragging rights for how far away you could get the postcard from. And I think my dad claimed like he I vaguely remember like he got a postcard from like Panama.
What?
I don't know. There's also a story that I remember he told me that he like
Panama's
yeah,
shortwave. That's a pretty
don't
fucking
quote me on it. Don't quote
shortwave.
me on it. Yeah, I know. Maybe it was Panama
But dude,
City. I don't. It probably was.
no,
It probably.
sorry.
It probably.
That's Panama City in Oklahoma.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But I remember he did tell me one story about like they would stake out each other's like they would like go to their neighbors' houses and they would like sneak out the window and they would send addresses like that they were like reporting from Italy or something. Like they would sort of what's the word I'm looking
It's
for?
kind of like the internet before the internet.
Punk,
It like lets you
they'd punk
reach.
their friends. Yeah. That's too bad, but it's cool to hear that Trey had got the old Blondie out, old Marmar, with
Let's
his old
see,
dog
yeah.
Marley on the headstock.
And then like
Marmar.
everybody was talking about it, and there was even someone linked to like a Tom Marshall post from like 10 years ago that was like, Trey's put that single coil pickup back in. Maybe we're gonna see this guitar get some action. And I don't know if he's ever played it.
I can't
Since
remember.
then, maybe he did. I think
it.
he used it. No, I think he used it on Fairly Well.
Oh, okay, nice.
That guitar.
I
Maybe
think
he
he
put the
said
single
this.
coil back in and was trying to get a Jerry-ish tone for Fairly Well. Maybe could see if he played it. There's some dude, whoever he is. We should get him on the log. Like TreyGuitarRig.com, Trey'sGuitarRig.com.
Sure.
And he's got like every tour. He's got like a page for like every tour. And I wonder if he's ever.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. Hold on, Trey.
He kind of changes it up, Fare thee well. Trey used Old Reliable.
Old Reliable. It didn't sound like it was reliable this time.
Well, man, it's will be reliable again. needs a rebrand.
A rebrand.
How about 2015 summer? Because 2015 summer was so freaking hot.
Let's see, 2015 summer.
96 Koa.
Man, I've been looking for a rug like this for ages and ages. An octagon Afghan rug. 2015 summer. Okay.
2015. I mean, Fare Thee Well mentions it. 2015 summer. Then he's doing the Koa, the old Koa one.
The old Koa. God, that's such a nice little pocket to be chilling out in. It's not even an octagon. It's like it's a hexagon.
No, it's 8.
But look here at the little inner side. It's 6. That's cool. It's 8 on the outside. In the very
center. I see what you mean. Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pointed on the. Or it's flat on the.
Yeah, it's pointed. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so you want me to go back to Fairly Well?
Oh, I don't. I just was thinking I would look at this site. I don't know if this really has. I mean, you have to like click through.
Yeah, click through some things. Okay,
I think it's just like by tour. There's no way to like.
Okay, let's.
Well, here Trey's Guitars. There, if you go to the footer, or there's a page called Trey's Guitars. I don't know if
he's got blonde.
Yeah, it's not quite relational databasey enough for me.
Okay, there's the Treble.
And the Treble was in an interesting spot yesterday. Actually, I wonder if he's already got notes on this tour. I doubt it.
Let's
I
go
don't think it's
check. I
updated
gotta.
that. Yeah,
I,
2024 summer is the latest one. So it's not
okay, he's out
always.
of
He's not like,
updated. What did he
yeah.
play
But
last?
man,
He's
there's like
got the
Page Tree's
4.0.
guitars though. Yeah,
This is my
man.
least favorite of the guitars. This is
Oh,
your
dude,
kind
I
of your
love.
most
Oh, dude,
favorite.
I love it. My least favorite is let me go to the guitars page. Probably
Trey's
Koa
guitars.
3, Ocelot. Ocelot's probably my least favorite. It's number 5
Oh
on the
man,
list there
that's
on
like
that page.
number one, dude. Ocelot's the bomb, dude. That's freaking the most gorgeous one of the lot, dude. That
Oh
one's
man, I'm saying like
amazing.
number 3, like Koa 1, Koa 2. And man, the 4.0,
That one,
number 7. I love the 4.0, man. I love it.
4.0 is nice, but I don't like this white. I don't like this white
Like the
trim.
binding or whatever's trim.
No, I'm not into that. Not really. I
Man,
like
but
it.
I think the other Koa ones, like Koa 1, Koa 2, those also have the binding on there.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like. They look kind of. It makes it. It kind of cheapens it. I feel like a little bit.
Oh,
Although I
I
like
feel like
it
it's the
here.
opposite. Or something,
I
yeah.
feel like it. Yeah. Okay.
This
Well,
is what he was
different
playing last night.
taste.
This one,
Yeah. This
like
is
the
cool.
like
This
the
is
like the
cool.
OG, old
Yeah, that's
reliable
gorgeous.
Marmar, 1987.
Marmar. Look how
Oh,
it's
and then
kind of
look at the notes.
square.
Look at the notes right below this photo. Single
AK
coil,
Blondie.
single coil reinstalled for Fare Thee Well.
Okay.
This guitar has a different headstock than Paul's later guitars, in the shape of, inspired by the shape of Vermont.
I never heard that before. That's
Oh, really?
interesting. No,
I've heard that for
I've
sure,
never
but I didn't
heard
realize
that
that maybe this
before.
guitar has a more kind of traditional looking headstock. I didn't know that.
Oh, really? Where's a picture of it? Let's go see a picture
This,
of
yeah, well, this
Marmar.
first one, there's no.
There's
You
no
have to just go to
headstock
like a Google
photo. So
search
let's go
or go to Fare
2015.
Thee Well. Go to Fare Thee Well, maybe, because I don't think he's really played it that much at all since then. I don't remember seeing it.
Okay, it's got a little curve
Yeah, it's
to
just
it.
like flat on the bottom. Okay, and the other ones are a little
Okay,
more
interesting. Okay,
Vermonty.
that's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
So that's Koa 1 and 2 probably there on the side.
This is featured. There's a photo of. I think there's a photo of this in the Billy Breeze liner notes. I think it was the first, like,
Oh, nice.
maybe I'm mistaken, but like the first good look that you got it, the real close up, like photo that you got of the
Yeah.
guitar. That's a Jake Blakesberg photo. He's that guy who's been
Okay. Yeah, with
photographing
the
each
Mesa
other for
Boogie.
a
He's
long
still playing the
time.
Mesa Boogie.
Let's see, which is the Mesa Boogie is
Oh, like
this
the
thing?
amp. No, the
This
black
one?
thing underneath the rack on the left with the
This
cable
one.
coming out of it. Yeah.
Okay, that's the Mesa Boogie
So that's
preamp for the.
that's the amplifier. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a head, right, with no speakers
Right,
in it.
right. And then these aren't the boxes that he built that he famously like cut out too big of a hole and they just sunk through, so they had to remake them. I think unless these are them,
I
tells a
think
story
there
of
are
like a
some that
12
he like wrapped them in whatever it's called, Holex. What is that stuff called?
Yeah, I forgot something like that. I think they're usually sit vertical on both sides of the rig. Let me see if there's another shot like his amps. Let me see if I can see it.
I mean, there's so many different configurations, but I think lately he's had the two on the left and the
Hold
right.
on, what's the Mace? Where's the Mesa Boogie? Okay, long head. Yeah, there he goes. He usually so those are them probably. He's got them set up
I
like
mean, I
this way,
think
and he
he's had
tells
them.
us.
I think they got wrapped in Tolex and
Yeah,
they're black.
this is the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
That's
version
I
that
mean, that's
I.
the classic.
Yeah,
That's the
that's the
classic look.
classic. But I remember, like, I saw you see images of them like from behind, and you could see like
Oh,
pink house insulation coming out.
no, man, dude, yeah, there's a really good photo. Oh man, let me find it. A really good one that was shared somewhere. It was like taken for that New York article, but it wasn't used. I think that like Fish on Film account got in touch with the photographer who did the photos for the New Yorker piece, and then like got some of the outtakes, like the B-roll, and there was a great shot from behind Trey, and you can see the back of his rig. It was real good.
I want to see.
Let me see if I can find it though.
And now Mike has the Mike has the non-rig now. He's got the super digital rig.
Yeah, pretty wild.
We should have some rig breakdown shows. You can talk about the tech and like we can just we should
just go watch the rig breakdown video on YouTube.
I know, but we can watch it and talk it, and we react to it and like just talk about it and remember it and say what we like or don't like about it. Not that I would be able to talk with much authority about any of it, but I remember it. And that guitar headstock thing is really cool. I didn't know that Vermont thing. That's really interesting.
Oh yeah.
I have to say one of my favorite guitar, I mean, kind of was the Sci-Fi Soldier guitar, whatever that EC, whatever it was called.
BC Rich kind of
like. I love that guitar. Hold on, BC. I'm gonna pull that up. BC Rich. Should I do Trey? I'll look up Trey. It might come up. Trey Anesthesia.
Okay, and then I'll send you a link to this other one.
Okay.
Where do I go? Private chat.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Check out this baby.
Wait, what is this?
Oh, I'm just bringing up the old Sci-Fi Soldier guitar.
Oh, sorry, right.
But did you send me the thing? You sent me the thing. There it is. That's so funny.
Yeah,
cool.
Dude.
Right?
Yeah, very cool.
Kind of suits him, you know? It kind of suits. Look at this crazy. It's like acrylic and wood together.
Wait, is there wood in there?
It looks like the neck's made of wood.
Oh, right. Crazy.
The neck's made of wood.
Around. You can see the truss rod sticking out. Yeah, cool.
Right. Interesting. That must make it somewhat playable.
It sounded so out of tune the whole show.
That's what everybody says.
But it could have been. It could have been temperature and humidity.
What's Mike playing? What's he playing? What is that?
I think it's some kind of modulus, like a yellow.
Okay.
Neon, his neon modulus. I mean, that's the iconic photo, the one right at the bottom right of your screen, where Trey kind of looks like he's like running.
Oh wait, I'm gonna share this one. This is the one.
Oh, that one's great too. That's probably the best photo, actually. There's a cooler one. I was just seeing a thumbnail a second ago. This is the best, though, with Mike pointing.
Right. It's so funny. Okay.
The helmets, dude. I mean, that's so awesome.
That was ridiculous. That was so ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna find the thing that you sent.
Well, I sent it like in here, inside the chat, in the private chat.
Yeah. I got it.
I was trying to inspect and get to the source photo, but it's just too much work trying to dig into the Instagram code. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You should be able to zoom in. Yeah, you can zoom the page in and get up close. One thing I was noticing yesterday.
There's the insulation. There's the house insulation.
Yeah. One thing I was noticing too was that over to the left side here, there's these two like the baffles around.
Interesting.
The other speaker that I think like block it from getting in the.
Interesting. That's cool.
You know.
And then what's this on top?
That's like the effects rack, I believe.
Okay.
With like, it's not really a patch bay, but it's got like multi out. I wonder how it's all rigged. Yeah. And then there's
and this is two Mesa Boogies right here.
Yeah. And then I don't know how he's using there's been those one rig rundowns where like one was like a clean signal, like just the guitar direct, and the other one is like all the pedals.
The
and
wet signal. Yeah, I remember him saying
mixed
that.
Together.
Damn, look at that view, dude. Can you imagine? What a view.
Yeah, very cool.
That's a great shot. That is a
great shot. They didn't use it.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
I
think it actually works better when you do something like this. It's the rig is fun to see, but
I mean, we love to see the gear, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, look at this tray.
Oh, like Trey cosplay.
That's funny.
Oh, it's one of these where the photos split
I
across
don't know if I
two.
can.
On
It
the
has to
phone,
do
you can
this.
like
Yeah,
slide it, right?
yeah.
It's the same thing,
That's
I
always
think.
a good photo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. We'll just do it. We'll just pull up the set list here. Let's just go
Okay.
for it.
And then I'm
I'm
gonna,
gonna. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
then you can
go
bounce.
and pick up some dog shit and go to the laundry and do a bunch of shit. There's a show. It's 11:30 start time here. It was more like
Yeah.
almost 12, I guess. They kind of start late, 30 minutes after ticket time.
Right.
Oh, and it's Easter and it's 420.
So we got or you got, I'm gonna get soon here. Sand. Okay. Sand. Interesting. Opener.
Man, I was doing my Fingo card and I was
Mhm.
like, they're not going to do sand on a night one. It's just, I don't know. And I didn't put it on. And then they opened with it.
That's funny. Kill Devil Falls. Okay, that's almost like I'm not a
I
big
like,
fan. I'm not a
you're not a
giant Kill
fan?
Devil. I could be converted, but you'd have to convert me. I can
Huh.
be converted. I can be. It's like the same with you. What was the song with you that I'm always like, oh, this theme. It's like by the time theme,
Theme. Well,
I'm always like
I'm
theme.
always converted by the end of the song.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't need to be convinced or converted. The song converts me every time, but then I revert back to like, oh, it's
Yeah,
theme. Okay.
yeah,
But then by the
exactly.
end, I'm like, damn, I don't know what's wrong
Why
with
do I
me.
hate this song? Right, exactly.
I don't
Sand.
hate it, man. It was just
No,
like,
no, 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 no. Yeah.
oh, and you don't like sand. That's right.
I think it's
You hate
the
sand.
thought of I don't hate sand. You just did
But
it to me.
sand is another archetype of song, like First Tube, or there's a
Sound
few more too, where like the groove, the bass, like never changes.
MoMA dance kind of is there's a couple of like
Oh, and that was your
Gotta
gripe.
Jaboo.
That was your
Yeah.
gripe. Was it was like just like too repetitive,
Yeah, it's
too
just
simple.
But I'm think I might I need to I'm gonna come to sand with a more open mind next time it gets played.
You
I
got to
think I
bring a little more of yourself. Sand
yeah,
is bringing
I
the
think so.
groove, and
I
it's
think
simple
so.
and it's repetitive, but
Yeah, yeah, I think I gotta
it
let
builds.
that thing. I'm ignoring like that if I'm yeah. I'm not willing to accept that it's not some composed crazy over the top. It's like, but I should, yeah. There's appreciation to be had, and I'm just not finding it myself. Kill Devil is like could have been a radio hit. Kill
I mean,
Devil, it was
in
like
1973,
yeah,
maybe.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a hit from a different generation. It's just a killer sort of 70s.
It's like a pop. Yeah, I mean, Possum, Wave of Hope's maybe a little more edgy. Back on the tree. Yeah, it's just like a rocking and rolling.
This is a rock and roll set. This is like, boys, let's just go out there and have some fun. Let's just go have some fun. Let's just see what happens. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Sand, Kill Devil Falls, something like that theme? Back on the train, maybe? Does
But
that
dude,
sound like a
this is
good
one of those sets. Does Back on the Train you get anything on the hover over? Or you might have to maybe click on the date at the top there, go to like the proper page. Oh, sorry, where it says
okay,
418.
okay.
That's going to take you to the venue. If you just go to 418, if
Whoops,
you
whoops,
click on
whoops,
the
whoops.
date,
Okay.
you can click on the second one there where it says 4/18/2025.
Sorry.
Right above pledge. Yeah.
Oh, here we
Right
go.
above
Okay.
pledge. That should take you to the set list.
Okay. So
They don't,
Sand.
there's no notes or anything. Maybe they just haven't added them yet. I feel
Okay.
like Back on the Train should be notable. It was like over 15 minutes. It was like a proper type 2 way out there. They got like jammed it super hard. And I feel like
Okay.
that doesn't happen with Back on the Train.
Okay. If I could to mold, you got a mold for some
Yeah,
mold.
just that mall.
Nice.
I will mall. Man, yeah.
More,
Little
more, more,
Mike's.
more, more, it over.
That was the Mike spotlight. And then in set 2, we get the Page spotlight.
Okay, let's see here. Blaze on. This is. There's two. They're playing 2 nights in Seattle or 1 night.
I think at least 2.
Okay. Then this is a warm up. This is feels like a little bit of a warm up show. A little bit of warm up openers. Let's just go out there and play Blaze
But
on.
like,
Let's not.
yeah, like Back on the Train. This is kind of when you don't. Yeah, it's this just the set list on paper kind of,
Yeah, never quite. Yeah, you're
hides
right. You're right.
full.
You're right.
There are those set lists where you look at the set list, you're like, oh my
You're
God, look
like,
at this set list. And you can listen to it and be like, oh, okay, well, man, they didn't quite deliver on the promise of this set list. Or there's the set list that looks boring, but you're like, oh, they
opposite.
jammed the
Yeah.
hell out of these songs.
Right.
Like Blaze On, beautiful jam, and it like is like this seamless, perfect. It just like becomes Golden Age, like beautiful transition.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Actually, that sounds
That was
nice.
real good.
Okay.
And Golden Age.
No complaints. I'm just. It
No
feels
complaints.
like
Yeah, that's
there's.
what, like I said, it was a
Yeah,
solid
sure.
show.
First,
Like
yeah,
there's nothing
exactly.
much to
What's
write
going
home
on through
about.
your mind? That's a wonderful,
It's like
call
new.
back to the New Year's gag. It was like that was the
Yeah, there was
Conjurers of Thunder, and yeah, it's great. You could cool that you got that song. And then what? Wait, I always wanted it this way. How does that one go?
that's the Page song. I always wanted it this way.
This way. Oh,
It's got
okay,
like the
that's nice.
synth.
I always wanted it this way. What is that on? Is that a Crossing Lines thing? Is that
I
a?
always wanted it this way. I want to say Big Boat. If you click on it, you can jump to the.
Oh wow! Is it on Big Boat?
My guess is Big Boat. If you hit history, the button.
Appears on
Yeah,
Big
Big
Boat.
Boat.
Nice call. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna go listen to Big Boat today. That's a cool song.
Turns out that I had a lot to learn.
That's a short set. Those are kind of two short sets.
No, like dude, Blaze on Golden Age was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a short
Oh.
song list. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I mean,
5 song
as
set.
a set
Yeah.
2 is want to do.
And then a huge ghost, I guess.
Ghost closer, yeah. And Ghost, I'm like, of all the big, jam vehicles, you want to call them that. Yeah. Ghost is like not on my top 3 even.
I love how different our tastes are. It's so interesting. Yeah, I'm a giant Ghost fan.
Everybody's crazy for Ghost.
I'm crazy.
As soon as it starts, everybody loses their shit, and I'm like, I'm not going to lose my shit till the jam is real tasty. I'm not.
I'm holding on to my shit for just a little longer. Yeah, I hear you.
But then, dude, the possum closer, I'm never gonna. That's a song like on the first note. I'm gonna start jumping around. Like the possum's always gonna, Oh, let's look at some of the reviews. Yeah.
Okay, here's one. Remember that time the boys threw a no?
Wait, I think this is a bad review. That one from Krusty.
The first one? Who's Krusty could be. Okay, let's read the first one. Remember.
Okay.
Okay, most of the time, yeah, we can do that one. You go for it. Most of the time, I'm grateful that they're still together, healthy and playing. Love and light. Can't we all get along? And even though my favorite Phish is dark, doomy, grimy meatball base. Bring the mothership down to kill and destroy kind of guy. Like 9/5.
I love this. Right, September 5th, 2021. Simple catapult meat stick.
Oh, an evil simple catapult meat stick. I'm curious. I want to hear that. We've heard it, but
closer probably.
Yeah. Okay, but I couldn't help but hoping for a few more. I couldn't help more than a few more times that they would have gotten together and found their way with a lot more cohesion last night. That's too bad. The cons. I know the two are open. It really felt like a final rehearsal before starting the fire in all cylinders. Okay, I thought the same, maybe just by seeing the set list, but I heard it was solid.
Aimless disjointed jam development, rusty solos, subpar set list, clunky, visible tech issues, notable frustration, Page especially.
Oh, I didn't.
I mean, working out the kinks. It's a night one.
Although I will say that they are such professionals that 90% of the crowd didn't catch it. Ooh, okay. This one was tough, folks.
Right,
Lastly, me as one of the people who doesn't really understand why Trey feels the need to go back and finish every song.
I feel like that kind of really came through with the Sphere, but I feel like with Sphere, it was like they probably needed to signal to the video people, like, okay, we're wrapping it up. You know what I mean? Where they're like way off on a huge Type 2 jam, and then for some reason they come back, and even Back on the Train was like that. Although so many jams are unfinished. I do hear what he's saying. There are some
I
times when it's
I
like,
I I
oh,
mean,
this huge jam, they're gonna go
sometimes it
back
happens.
and do the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes they do it. Sometimes they don't do it. Other times it's not like they
Yeah,
always
there's some
go
jams
back
where
and
someone's
play.
like Down with
Yeah,
Disease right now is like is always unfinished.
and it feels like it dampens or limits Trey's potential to explore the groove.
I do sometimes
It's
wonder why
like
it's
to
like
grow
really
the
nice. He
jam
goes back to the hook, like brings the
because
lyrics
it's
back.
cool. It's like by the way, we were
I think it's usually
playing
pretty good,
Bathtub,
and it's like,
just
okay,
in
we're
case
gonna
you
wrap it
didn't
up.
know. Yeah, it's cool.
Well,
I
because you get
think.
lost in the jam, you don't know what song it is,
Yeah,
and
you
then they
forget
come
where it
back,
is.
you're
It
like,
feels
oh yeah, back on the train, yeah. Well,
thumbs
what were the
down. Honorable
pros?
mention. Jeez. Okay, the pros. I love the risks the band is willing to take on night one. Nuggets of potential were definitely there. It gets me excited for the next 2 nights. The venue and the staff were top notch. Security,
Okay.
you're giving a shout out to the venue and to security. Oh, here we go. Security could not give a flying fuck that everyone was partying hard and they were really friendly, non evasive. Do we really care about how much troublemaking are you doing that you need to congratulate the security? You know, I mean, come on. Did not witness a single person getting harassed. Yeah, behave. Is it that hard? Anywhere in or out of the venue, and the campus right outside the venue is so fam. I'm happy that the band looked happy and excited to be there. I danced my
Okay,
ass
Christy.
off. Then shut the fuck up if you danced your ass off
Somebody's already
and had a blast on
downvoted
the
this
floor.
review. It's
Yeah,
funny.
I mean, just go away, dude. You're the worst. You're the worst.
Well,
Thanks
all
for
right,
coming to my
let's
TED
interesting
Talk.
to hear someone's take. What's the one other review say?
Remember the times the boys threw a no-hitter to start the season? This is what it sounds like. I mean, come on. There's
Okay,
couldn't
no
be
dust,
more a
no nerve.
different view.
Like total opposite.
Yeah, just straight spring fire. Really high highlights are sand. To start the whole
Yeah,
enterprise, it's
sand was
stuck to
good.
type 2.
There you go. The type 2 back on the train. Totally.
Okay. Oh, type 2 back is the adjective for back on the train. A type 2 exclamation point, double
Because I think they
exclamation
don't
back on the
jam
train.
back on the train normally.
Okay, I don't know which songs they jam and which they don't. In a mid-tour level golden age, what's going through your mind? I love that Trey loves that classic so deeply. Which
New
classic? Is he talking about new classic so
The new
deeply?
What's
Okay,
Going
okay.
Through Your
Oh,
Mind is a new
that's a
song.
great.
And
I
he's
like that
calling it
song a lot
new
too.
classic. Watch the setup
Watch
for
the
this
set.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got two glorious minutes of
Wolfman.
Wolfman set one closer via FaceTime with True Blue. Oh man, getting a FaceTime call from the floor. That's pretty nice. I've done that. I FaceTimed a friend when I'm at a show and giving him a little taste. Oh, not logged in.
Go log in. Where do I
log in so I can like this review.
Yeah, why not? My password's not here, is it?
Hey, try to mute.
Oh, it won't go back. Oh, I give up. I was going to give you a hold on. There we go. You get a thumbs down. No, I can't. Why can't I up? Now I'm logged in, aren't I?
Huh.
But now I can't vote anything. Oh, maybe I'm not special enough.
That can be buggy.
Okay.
Man, can you let me in on my phone? I'm gonna switch devices here. I gotta.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Go mobile.
I'm gonna bounce too. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. You're back on. Check 1 2. Here. I'm gonna show you the records I scored, and then we can both bounce. I gotta go get in the shot. So I picked up Matt from Too Many Records. I'll mention it. I'll make a video about it maybe on my channel or something like that. And we went out to Kichijoji, and I was saying like, oh, if you do it this way, you can probably cover twice as much ground in half the amount of time. And if he kind of sent me like what he wanted to do, and then I kind of like gave him a slightly different. I'm like, yeah, that's one way to do it, but another way to do it would be this way, and then you can hit a few more places. And he said, okay, let's do it that way. And then we had a book off, and like he was like, oh, book offs are awesome. Can we go to more book offs? And I was like, yeah, there's lots more book offs. So I think we're gonna go run around the book offs today. But then we went to the new Disc Union.
Oh, today again. Oh, you're doing.
It's a
another
double.
round a day.
Yep.
It's a double
And
decker. It's a double.
yeah, I'm gonna
It's a
try to
2-night
get some
run.
like materials and footage for like for I don't know, building this idea out a little bit and just kind of because like one of the things that like was valuable to him, he was saying that was like I went like he had 100 records at one place and was like needed to open them all and check them and make sure that they were VG or VG plus or whatever they were, and that they were
Sure.
worth, if he was going to spend $50 or $100 on them, you know, that they were
Right.
actually like you were
That it
going to
was-
get back. So
Well, Japan's
so
gonna
they had
be the place where they're most properly.
you'd think, but there was a lot that were like, oh, that's a no, that's a no, that's a no. You know, just like
Oh
anything with
wow,
like a
okay.
big, yeah, I was a little bit
Because I
surprised.
feel like
Disc
I
Union,
wonder. So this is Disc
I
Union. Okay.
know. No. HMV had like we pulled like 100 records or like 50 records at HMV, and like 20 of them were kind of like dinged up. And I wonder if like HMV, because they have like a big 90s alternative. I feel like they source a lot of records from. I think they have a lot of like records that have been brought over. I'm not sure, but it just feels like when I stop and think about it, I'm thinking like a lot of the records here are sourced from outside of Japan. Whereas like Disc Union, I feel like so many like I don't know. I'm just thinking spitballing here, but like maybe there's more Japanese records in a Disc Union. They get circulated around Japan more, and HMV's. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. Like
Yeah,
like Ella,
you don't know.
Ella
Yeah.
like summer. Yeah, you don't know. But anyway,
Or you got to talk to somebody like, yeah, if you know the buyers, someone
but
with a little
they
insider
had a
knowledge.
space where we could like they were like, yeah, go ahead, sit down. But everybody, HMV and everybody was like, yeah, sit down and open up records and take your time and look at all of them. They were very. I mean, I haven't gone in with anybody and bought like 100 records before, and
No, I
I think
usually
he
don't.
bought
Yeah.
a couple hundred records yesterday,
My
and
God.
yeah, it was quite a lot, a big haul. Lot of yens, a lot of Japanese yens, but I
Money
couldn't help
ends.
but
Well, if he's got US dollars, he's in a good spot.
yeah, and I think and he said it wasn't a shop. It wasn't shopping for himself. He was shopping for his store,
For the store.
and
Yeah,
but he
so
was
true. It's different.
yeah, but he did pull the trigger on a couple of like grails of his own. He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I found
Ooh.
this. This has been on my wish list for." I didn't know what they were. He's got kind of an interesting taste in music, but I'll show you what I scored.
I wonder what some of those, you remember any name or anything of any of those scores that he was
Well,
excited
one of
to?
them was like, he's got an eclectic taste in music, so he's kind of a 90. He's kind of like a too early. Yeah, he probably he's closer in age to you than he is to me, and he's
Okay.
probably even younger than you by a few years. And
Right.
yeah, he's kind of an emo, 2000s and on. I'm guessing he
Okay.
graduated in like 2006 or something. I'm not sure. He's young,
Right.
and
Yeah, maybe younger.
yeah, so he's got, he told me like, yeah, we don't really sell Beatles at our record shop, which was just like, okay. So he's like, nobody who comes to the record shop is interested in buying Beatles records, which is understandable. But
Right.
that's just to say that like everything that he's looking for is like a little bit
slightly
newer, a little bit deeper
more
cut.
contemporary.
His number one band, his favorite band, I think, is the National.
That's one of these bands that so many of my friends is into, and it never clicked for me.
They're pretty cool. I like them.
They are kind of cool, but I've listened to a few albums and I'm like, nothing really resonated, which is, I mean, it's fine. This is all personal preference. But I was always like, man, they're so big, and I never really got understood. I mean, it's something with me. It's nothing with the band, obviously. They're huge.
Right.
I didn't quite understand the appeal. Okay, he likes the National. That's cool.
No,
good band there.
I'm missing one record. Oh no, wait. Where's my? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, is it mixed in with his or something?
Oh, I think I left one mixed in with his. Oh man, I scored a grail yesterday. But here's a few things I scored. I got a Picture Sleeve, Miss You, Rolling Stones, and the reason I bought that is because I bought another record by my friend Mike, who died, who turned me onto this band Gomez, kind of a Brit rock.
Yes.
Gomez. I
Sure.
found a copy of their Liquid Skin, which is their second super rare record, and I couldn't believe I found it. And I was so stoked, and it took me right back to him. And I was like, oh, and then my friend Peter died, and he's the guy who took me to see the Stones, the one and only time I've been.
Yeah,
and
we talked about
his
your
wake.
buddy Mike and the the Stones. Yeah.
and they played, like, my Nepalese friends all played on, like, these Nepalese instruments at his
That's right. All the
wake.
Nepalese guys that were,
They played
Whoa.
Miss You
Right.
on, like, the Indian instruments. It was super cool, like a Ravi Shankar version of, like, Miss You. So I got those 2 records. And then I saw Yamazaki Hako. Do you know this? You know this record?
Oh no, I don't know that.
Oh, this is so good. I got turned on to this by the Japan Vinyl Tech. Short record, soft, beautiful songwriter from this, I want to say, like, early 70s. Just like a Carole King-ish sort of thing. Really, really gorgeous songs, and so
Wow.
soft and delicate, tender. You'll love this. You gotta listen to this.
Wow.
And dun 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 dun. I didn't have a copy of Host No House, and I found one from a '96 one with a cool, like, old school 90s-ish kind of obi. So I was stoked to add this to the collection. When I inherited the collection from my buddy in Japan, who he took it all back when he came back to claim all his stuff. I had this for about 5 years, and I remember this was the exact copy that he had in his collection, and so I'm stoked to have added this one to my collection, and it's in perfect nick. So was very stoked on that.
Man, House,
yeah, I have to, after having played that show with those guys, the On the Road guys, I was like, I gotta add another Host No record to the collection. I gotta add.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even remember all the songs that are on here, but yeah, Chooch. I mean, all the I know this record back and forth. Yeah.
You got, speaking of back and forth, you're like, man, this is, I have another maybe unpopular opinion. I feel like the Hochono House
the new one,
like the reimagining of,
right?
I feel like it's better than the original.
I think it's excellent. I love the original because it takes me back to a time when, like, a pre-iPhone Japan time that was so special and so magic. But I love the new version too, and they're both really cool. At the hand signed event, I don't know if I told you about this hand sign event that I did, but I did a hand sign event, this musical hand gesture thing with, like, did I tell you about this? There's this hand sign event that everybody conducted this orchestra of, like,
not sign language. Like, what's a hand sign?
It was this. It's like, do you know Cobra? Do you know John Zorn's Cobra, where you play this game and he holds up signs and you play different notes and then it goes around the room, and it's this. Do you know this? Have you ever seen this before?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you really play notes, or you're just making gestures with your hand? You have an instrument?
There's a conductor, and this, like, means repeat a sound. This means, like, make an animal sound. This means, like, make more volume. This means, like, make a faster tempo or a lower tempo.
Right.
This means, and there's no notation, but the band, and everybody's encouraged to bring, like, musical instruments, whatever they might be, and somehow, like, there was a band there's a band there that kind of leads the orchestra, so they start playing in keys, and like whatever instrument you've brought, you kind of end up in that key, and there's, like, actual harmony, and it's cool.
So the band is kind of making sure that everything stays on the rails,
but if it doesn't, it's not a bad thing. It can completely fall off the rails. And what's more is that, like, there isn't one person conducting, everybody gets to take a turn conducting the orchestra. And it's real interesting. Yeah, you don't have to have any experience to be able to conduct the orchestra, but you just have to know this, like, sick
concept is called Cobra.
No, but it's got to be based on the Cobra. There's this Japanese legend who who I don't know. The Cobra is something from a long time ago that John Zorn, like, made this. He made a game where I don't know the rules of the game.
Who's John Zorn?
Like a contemporary composer guy from America. I don't actually know that well about him, but I know he's I think he's a multi-instrumentalist, but I think he's a guitar player primarily, and it
kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, he might be piano. I'm not totally sure, but he's just this kind of, like, freaky Brian Eno-ish kind of contemporary composer, and saxophonist. Okay, he's not a guitarist, he's a saxophonist, and but I think he's like, it's like dissonant. It's modern. Modern contemporary music, and it's like kind of unlistenable and kind of interesting. It's kind of
like the concept is the most important part.
Yes.
Right.
And I think it goes back to some time in music where I don't know who these guys are, but the people who were like pushing the ultimate boundaries of music. I mean, it says here people also search for Mark Ribot, Bill Frisell, Mike Patton. Like you can have vocals in this game too.
Bill
So it's like
Frisell and Mike Patton side by side
right.
is pretty interesting.
And Fred Firth, yeah. So it's like it's just bring a bunch of, it would be a
It's
thing for
avant-garde.
Sun Ra and for Thelonious
Yeah.
Monk and these kinds of people. Yeah. So people who have mastered the standard jazz chops and who now are beyond the boundaries of music or whatever. And
right, you got to learn the rules before you're
yeah, exactly. So that's it's
them.
and there's this Japanese guy who's sort of I don't know if he's not, I don't know if he was inspired by John Zorn. I just assume he was, because it's a similar sort of thing. It's like this everyone orchestra, but you will know the guy. He's apparently a Japanese legend, and I was sort of
Dude, I don't know.
shamed
What's his name?
that I didn't. His name's Otomo, I think. Otomo Yoshihide. I know, Japanese composer and multi-instrumentalist. Yeah.
I've heard that name, but I also don't know anything.
He mainly plays guitar, turntables, and electronics. So he's kind of another Cornelius-ish kind of, producer, composer, non-descriptive, can't really but Otomo's been pick who makes like the famous, movie soundtracks for like
Joe Hisashi.
No, like a Western guy.
Like John Williams.
No, it's not who I'm thinking of. It's the other guy. It's the German guy, Hans Zimmerman. He's like this guy. He knows like how to conduct a symphony, and he can read charts and things.
Right,
but he knows
but he's
now
also he's gone beyond it.
Yeah, improvisation and avant-garde, contemporary, classic. And so he's and I guess Japanese people know him really well because he's like composed all these songs on TV that you and I probably don't know well, but we probably have heard because they're just ubiquitous in the culture. And he's the guy who started this hand sign thing where he goes to audiences like in a W. McFerrin kind of way, and he's like, "Hey, you guys do blah 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 blah, and you guys do 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 do," and he gets the people to do these things. And so my friends, my son, Shimizu-san, like he and his buddies put together this thing, and they invited me to come do turntables at it. And then that's when I met the On the Road dudes who were like, "Oh, you should come to our show next month." And so that's how that all came to be.
Yeah. Nice, dude.
Yeah, Otomo Yoshihide. I think we got to study up about him a little bit.
Right.
Studio albums. There's like oh my god, there's like 200. There's like more than 100. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Going back to 1987 is his debut, 87. There's a lot of records. Okay, have a good rest of the day, man. I'm gonna go hop in the shower.
Yeah, were those all the records you scored?
And this Gomez one, yeah, I just got those.
Cool.
These weren't cheap. They weren't actually cheap.
Oh yeah,
they weren't expensive, but they were like I burned my budget this month. I went over actually already. Sure. They weren't, none of them were like $100 records, but they were like more than I typically like to spend. But I heard that this is kind of like, I never see it anywhere. Dude, you got to listen to this. This is way up your alley. I think you'll like it. I think you'll really dig this. I thought it was
again? Yamazaki Hako.
No, Yamazaki Hako. Yeah, right. I think it was like, I don't know about her. I need to find out. Maybe she died young.
Yeah, I never heard that name before. Could be.
Yeah, and I think she's a little bit of a cult classic. She's kind of like a Maki,
like an
sort of
Maki.
Yeah, adjacent something or other. Yeah. Okay. Nice log there. Enjoy the second night. It's in Seattle. I will be on tomorrow night's show for sure, and I'll try to get caught up tonight if I can on the show. But it was fun to log.
Yeah, man. Let me just if anybody for anybody following along, I'll real quick bring up the sorry, my camera's off, I think. Can you hear me?
That's okay. Yeah, I can hear you, but we can't see you. It's okay.
Okay, so just tonight in Seattle. Oh, and then tomorrow is Portland, one night only.
Yeah. My friends are going to be at that show, a handful of friends. So I'm keen to watch that show.
Man, I mean, a single night show is like almost the rarest thing these days.
It's true. It's a special thing.
It's always a run, and then it's 2 nights in San Francisco, 2 days off.
And they haven't played Portland in 20 years, in 15 years. They haven't played Portland in a long
25
time.
or something. Yeah.
25 years. Okay. So that's going to be a hot show. They're going to be trying real hard for that show.
There's something big's gonna happen. Okay, 2 nights in San Francisco, and then it's 3 nights in LA, Hollywood Bowl.
3 nights in Hollywood Bowl. Okay.
So it's like dude, 2
my
and
daughter
then 1
told
and
me,
then 2 and then
listen
3.
to this. Do you know Snowman? Snowman? Do you know the band Snowman?
Mm,
or the group?
No.
The Japanese. Okay, there's a group. There's like a boy band called
a boy band. Yeah.
They filled the Olympic Stadium. Zoe, how many nights did they fill it? How many nights did Snowman fill the stadium?
Like 2 or 4.
4 nights, maybe, with 80,000 people. 4 nights, dude, 80,000 people. And it was like sold out, and there was more tickets. They could have done another. Maybe they could have done another night, but there was apparently
I wonder
demand.
Some of it. Yeah, it might have been a Phish situation where you got a lot of people going multiple nights potentially. I wonder.
Could be. That is a lot.
But still, I mean, even just one night, even just
seriously,
80,000.
They're like 20 years old. They're like, it's crazy.
And it's not them DIY. It's the insane marketing machine behind them.
Obviously, but
compared to Phish, where it's like we're totally off the radar. But still, man, cool. 4 nights. That's got to feel good.
I thought so. The new Tower Records, at Kichijoji, by the way, has like no used records or no used CDs. It's all that sort of new Japanese music.
Whoa, there's new Tower Records? Cool. Where's that?
Yeah,
like new, like kind of refurb it, like updated,
yeah,
or
renewal.
Like a whole new location. Renewal. Okay.
The Kichijoji disc union. That is the jazz one on the second floor, and the classical on the third floor, with the audio union on the first floor. It all consolidated into one place into Parco on the first floor. So now Disc Union has all the classical and jazz there, and it also has all the DVD and cinema stuff, and then it also has all the audio union stuff and a listening station. And then Tower opened up, and I was kind of Maeda. I met the Tanto of Disc Union Kichijoji, Maeda-san, and he told me, that we're stoked to have Tower Records here. They've got a whole different thing. It brings lots of people into both. It's a symbiotic relationship. It's a good thing, and like we got the whole floor almost to ourselves of music. And I was like, oh, awesome, yeah, very stoked.
This is in Parco?
In Parco, yeah, first floor of Parco, not Copies. Copies is where HMV is.
Oh, I thought HMV was in Parco. Okay.
No. Parco is closer to the park. HMV
Parco
is like that
closer to the okay. I don't know Kichijoji that well.
Anyway, when next time you come out to Kichijoji, you got to check out the new Disc Union. I think it's better than the Shimokita Disc Union, and it's big.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Disc Union?
I think this new Kichijoji place. It's nice. I love the vibe of the Shimokita Kichijoji, I love the vibe of the Shimokita Disc Union. I don't love Shinjuku Disc Union. It's just too crowded and too much and too tight.
Like the record union.
Union, Union Vinyl or whatever it is. Yeah,
I like it is. Yeah,
it's cool. I love the space. But it's crowded always. And
the first floor. If you go upstairs, it's usually chill. If you get up to like the jazz floor.
Right.
If you're looking, I mean, if you're looking for that kind of stuff.
And then the other like Rocket, the other Disc Union store, that's the other 3-story.
Oh, and
Disc Union store.
those have moved
I
around.
like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like
that
the
one.
Japanese, like the Showa Con, which has also changed locations. That building got torn down, I think. It's all over in the
Right.
building where like that cafe, the Disc Union Cafe used to be, like where you first met Cash, right?
Yeah. That's still there. The Disc Union Cafe, it hasn't closed. I mean, the building's still there. The signage is still there. It's too bad that they didn't have the cafe there
But that's
anymore.
where like that's where like the prog rock floor is.
I bought,
right.
I think I bought a Phish record there to bring this back to
Oh,
the
yeah.
I bought Real Gone, I think, and maybe I even bought I bought a couple Tom Waits records the day they came out there.
Oh man, cool.
I don't remember which ones they were, but yeah. Maybe it was Real Gone. All right, dude.
Party on. Man, party on. Cool. Yeah. So you're going back out to the source today?
Yeah, we're gonna do like the outskirts again. We're gonna go back to it's gonna be a book off day, I guess. Not gonna really he was like, can we do like a whole book off run? And I'm like, I think so.
But man, I feel like they're gonna be like, well, they'll mark stuff, but I feel like you're gonna have a hard time finding like copies that aren't
clean records.
Like, yeah, pretty banged up, but maybe not.
Yeah, but I mean, not to sell this guy. Like he got so many great like grade A plus records from.
Okay, now he's looking
HMB,
to fill out the.
Now he's looking, and he's looking for like
the VG plus
$5 records that he could.
Yeah.
Because selling like a record for like that he bought for $100 for $120 is like a whatever 20% margin or 10 less than. And
yeah, you gotta
have
a spread of
$5 record and sell it for $15 or whatever it might, then he's got a bigger so he wants to exactly. And
man, cool.
He actually we went to the Keats Jochi book off and he was like, is this what they're all like? And I was like, kind of. And he was like, this is good. Are there more of these? And I was like, yeah, there's more. And he's like, well, let's go check some more out.
So this is the beginning of the foreign buyers now picking over book off.
I don't know if I feel good about it or not. I feel nothing's left for us.
Nothing will be left. Mercati.
I don't know what I should. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. It doesn't exactly. I know, but they're gonna do it anyway,
right?
And like the gatekeeping, like I don't know if I like that. And if it if it can facilitate things coming in both directions, then I'm just not sure. I'd rather do this than do like just Discogs and just flipping records. I like the idea that there's like something that's coming out of it, like a relationship, a friendship,
and you're in person,
new people.
Right?
Yeah, that feels kind of interesting. So yeah, gonna try. And if you could be like an ambassador to, and if more records get made and more, I don't know, that seems good. If more people are interested in Japan, then more people are coming here, and Japan's got an uncertain, then it kind of feels like it feels okay. But you're right. Let's to continue to be discussed. Jury's out on it a little bit. There is one little knot in my stomach about it. Not really, but sort of.
Not really, yeah.
A little bit though. Truly, it's why I've sort of resisted it until now, until I sort of conceptualized a way that I could be like, oh, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah. I've got here. Hold on. I'm trying to be a little quiet inside the laundromat here. All right, laundry is in. Laundry's in the dryer.
Okay, good.
I got a buddy who has recently gotten into records. I think I mentioned it. Won't name names, but he told me that he like saw some woman like proxy buying.
Yeah,
in Disc Union somewhere, and he was like, "Dude, I went up and told the clerk at the counter, and they gave her the boot." And he was like, "I'm not into that shit." I was like, "Oh, dude, wow." Like got a proxy buyer ejected from Disc Union.
I don't know if I would do that. I just, you know, to each his own, but like,
I mean, sure. I was also like, oh wow, ratted her out. But at the same time, yeah, it's so weird.
I mean, I want to be in good graces with everybody.
Of like, yeah, right, like remote controlling somebody to go buy records for you. I mean, I mean, it's not. I wonder.
But it's coming. It's not gonna. We're talking about it now, like it's this thing we don't like. But if it's like, there's something there. That's access to every. I mean, it's like the same. It's the same technology that guides blind people down the street. You know, I'm told. So, you know, turn left, turn right. It's over here. You can be the eyes and ears of somebody else, which is, it's a bizarre brave new world we're entering. Childhood ends. You need to read this book. I know.
Childhood's End. Well, dude, I also read Brave New World recently. I had never read it, and it's the most fucking crazy book I've ever read in my life. It was so crazy and so good. And it's from like 100 years ago, but you feel like it's talking about our current world. You're like, what the fuck? Dude, this is it felt like a Black Mirror, Twilight Zone episode of the 2020s, written in 1930 something. You're like, dude, this guy like had a vision of where the world was headed. That's pretty insane.
When I talked to Andrea the other day,
or whatever,
Aldous Huxley, when I was talking to Andrea the other day, she said, at age 42, which by the way is the meaning of life, Trey Anastasia, blah 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 blah. But she just had this quick aside about 42, and I was like, I didn't quite catch what she said.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
To the Galaxy. Yeah, I was like, oh
yeah,
that's what she was saying. It's kind of
42.
funny. 42.
Man, nice one. Andrea seems cool.
She's cool, man. She's cool. We'll get her. Let's see. I suggested, let me get my buddy Michael on here. We need to do this again.
Let's get on the log. We'll get on the log.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, dude. I'm gonna go have a coffee and.
All right, dude.
Get some work done.
Have a good
Party
weekend.
on.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, dude. I'll see you for the show tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Nice.
Okay,
All right,
man.
dude. Ciao.
Peace out. Ciao.